had taxpayers ask me whether or not they should be paid W-2 or 1099. Truth is, it's not your choice. Watch and find out why. Hi, I am Alison. I am a CPA in private tax practice. Welcome to my channel. Forgot to do the intro on the last video, so I apologize if you just watched that one. Hello, it's nice to meet you. If this content is useful, helpful, inspiring, some of it is, not all of it is, but some of it's just informative, I really appreciate it if you would subscribe to the channel and like or share any of the videos that are useful for you. I am shooting here today at a favorite place, Devil's Fork State Park, Lake Jocassee in South Carolina. It's applies to a lot of the videos that I'm covering this month on having choice and including your children, and much content like that for the entrepreneur on decisions that you get to make for your business. But today I'm going to cover a decision that you do not get to make for your business. I don't know how to edit videos yet, so if that's still in here, just know it's because I'm an accountant, not a video editor. There's a decision you can't make for your business or for yourself, honestly, whether or not to be paid as a 1099 or a W-2. I have individuals come to me all the time, whether they're self-employed or not. They might have an employer say, my employer wants to make me 1099 instead of W-2, or the other, this way or the other, or how should I pay people 1099 or W-2? And I will tell you, it is not up to you. It is not a choice you have. It is legislated by the IRS, and it's super easy to get picked up on. And unfortunately, it's picked up frequently in audit. And it's a treat for IRS, honestly, because they end up getting taxes both ways after the audit, because they'll get paid from the corporation and the individual, so they double bonus. Nobody gets to get a refund back on that one, it doesn't seem like, in my experience. I did horribly have the experience of counseling a business not to transition employees to 1099, which they did anyway. Got picked up in audit. Individuals still paying tremendous amounts and really regrets that, but there wasn't a whole lot to be done because the board decided what to do. So let me tell you what 3 factors determine whether an individual is compensated appropriately as a 1099 or a W-2. Behavioral, financial, and relational. I had to look at my notes to make sure. I mean, if I can't even speak right, you think I'm going to get those things right? Behavioral, financial, and relational. Behavioral, think about it like with me. If you are my client, you don't get to determine what time I show up to work. If I do your return at 10 p.m. or 10 a.m., that's up to me. If I were your employee, you could mandate that. So employees are told when and where and how to do the work. Like, you don't tell me what software to use. I use the software that I've worked on for years and that I choose, not that the taxpayer chooses. The second component in determining whether a person is compensated as a 1099 or a W-2 is financial. So does the individual being paid determine when they are being paid, or does the organization? If the organization pays once a month, then that would lean more towards it being a W-2. Now, granted, there's organizations that just run their AP on certain days, so that doesn't necessarily exclude it, but also like what sort of expenses are reimbursed. If that is like a standard blanket thing that is done across organizations, that can be a deciding factor. Employees typically are reimbursed for their expenses, whereas contractors, 1099, are not reimbursed for their expenses. The type of relationship points to whether or not there is vacation pay, PTO. Vacation pay is not something that you see with a 1099 independent contractor. vacation and PTO you would see with a W-2 employee, and pension plans. I think that pretty much summarizes that. It's mostly the behavioral aspects that I think IRS usually uses when in an audit, where the work is done, how the work is done, who provides the hardware to perform the work. Those types, the answers to those questions will determine whether you are going to be compensated as an employee paid on a W-2 or as an independent contractor on a 1099. I hope this was helpful content for you. If it is, I would appreciate it if you would like and subscribe to my channel, share it with your friends, and I look forward to seeing you again next week. Take care.